you know, it's great to be in the South. I've always lived in the South. I was born and raised in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Virginia. My father is Chinese, I'm proud to say. My mother, of course, is American, so that makes me half Chinese and all American. And I am all American. I love South Carolina. I love the South. I love what Winthrop is doing these days. And some of you that I've already talked to have heard this story about. It's actually comical. I was sitting there in the dentist chair, you know, propped back, and my mouth is about this wide open. I couldn't say anything. So the dental hygienist knew I was at College of Charleston, and she said, "You know, I didn't send my child to College of Charleston." I said, "Oh, why not?" And she said, "I sent my kid to Winthrop University," and she had no idea that I had even applied for this job. I said nothing about Winthrop University, so it was totally unsolicited. And she just sat there for 20 minutes telling me about the class sizes, about how beautiful the campus is, how much the professors cared. It was the best marketing tool you could ever dream of because it came from the parents, it was unsolicited, and it came from the heart. That's what needs to be developed at Winthrop University for the future. That was
So it worked out really well. That's what they said.
Let's talk about athletics in general, and then I'll go into football. How do you measure the impact of athletics on campus? Well, some people would say it's got to be a number. How many people are going to the games, paying for the games, and how much money are you losing? Because a lot of D1 sports are lost, are money losers. Okay, that's a reality. So how do you quantify what sports does in general to a community? When people are rallying to see the Eagles win a game, when they beat Clemson, you know, a lot of people talking about that win. What is that worth? In other words, you can't quantify that. There's no metric that can quantify that. My point is that sports does more on an intangible side than a tangible side to create ownership in a campus and to create buy-in. So when you talk about football, a lot of programs across the country lose a lot of money. Winthrop University is not currently in a position to invest in a football team. But could they down the road? If we had the money and we had support, absolutely. I would support a football team if we had the means to do it in a productive way, because talk about getting students back on campus, that's one way to do it. Talk about creating morale, enhancing morale, that's one way to do it. Basketball. You know, Winthrop University, though, is at a crossroads. Talked enough about me, I want to talk about Winthrop, because it really is at a crossroads. You know, moving from a very lengthy period of stability with President DeGiorgio, who did tremendous things. And what a fabulous leader for 24 years, and we were very blessed to have someone of that leadership caliber at the helm of this institution. Now, we all understand that we had 1 year of, you know, what I call instability and blurred vision. And when I say blurred vision, you're not sure where you're going. But the fact is that you have the right person at the helm, and I can assure you, if it's me, you're going to have a clear vision of where you want to be in the future.